Hello, and welcome to Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Daniel Pineda. We have a great program this week. We have our news stories, community bulletin board, and 55 plus news. But first, a social media reminder. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook and WERA 96.7 FM. And now on to our first news story for this week. Arlington County's COVID case site has reported that they now update only on a weekly schedule, with the most recent data being dated April 27th. The total case count on that day was 43,589. This constitutes an increase of 732 over the previous week. As for vaccinations, we examined Arlington County's vaccination tracker, and according to that site, 199,035 Arlingtonians aged 5 and above have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. They show that figure as 87.8% of their estimated eligible population of 226,754 Arlingtonians. 27,719 Arlingtonians remain unvaccinated. Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for 5 through 11-year-olds is still available at the following locations. Arlington Mill Community Center, that's located at 909 South Dinwiddie Street, and Walter Reed Community Center, that's located at 2909 16th Street South. Walk-ins for 5 through 11-year-olds are available Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. For more information, consult the Arlington County website. Arlington County and the National Landing Business Improvement District have invited residents to learn about projects happening in the Crystal City, Pentagon City area. They said that they will be introducing a new online map that helps neighbors navigate active projects, private development, and county-led planning efforts. The map will be color-coded by phase and filterable to help community members better understand what is currently under construction and what is yet to come. The introduction of this tool will be followed by breakout rooms where participants are encouraged to talk to staff across 4 different areas, including county plans and comprehensive studies, transportation, parks, and private development. The event will be in the form of a virtual open house, and it has been announced for Monday, May 16th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Once launched, the tool will be found on the Crystal City, Pentagon City Planning at a glance webpage. On April 26th, the Arlington County Board voted unanimously to adopt a $1.50 billion balanced general fund budget for fiscal year 2023. The adopted budget leaves the base real estate tax rate unchanged at $1.013 per $100 of assessed value. The FY 2023 budget begins to look beyond the COVID-19 pandemic with a focus on employee compensation, the environment, housing, and public safety, among other priorities. The budget includes merit increases of 5.25% for general employees. To improve recruitment and retention, the fire department and sheriff's office uniformed employees will receive an 8.5% increase, and uniformed police will receive a 13.5% increase. One-time incentives for retention Referral and signing bonuses will also be provided for hard-to-fill positions across the county. The budget also includes a 5% increase to the minimum salaries of county employees to improve recruitment and a one-time bonus of $1,600 gross. The budget brings new investments of more than $4.65 million to execute creation of the Office of Climate Coordination and Policy. The budget also includes $1 million for an Arlington Community Energy Plan Action Fund to address emerging opportunities to affect climate change. These investments could include additional electrification of county vehicles, energy efficiency projects, and the advancement of the Community Energy Plan. The budget commits funding for eviction prevention and increasing housing support with $14.3 million in housing grant support and $3.4 million for permanent supportive housing. The budget also includes $23 million in federal funding for housing choice vouchers and $18.7 million for the Affordable Housing Investment Fund. 2 new positions are being created to provide additional capacity for housing development and oversight of the county's committed affordable housing units. The budget reduces the police work week by 2.5 hours to help with retention and recruitment and provide a better work-life balance. The budget also includes funding for the implementation of the Police Practices Group recommendations, including the continuation of the Community Oversight Board and Crisis Intervention Support. The county board also added $8.4 million of one-time funding for Arlington Public Schools. The total FY 2023 transfer to the Arlington Public Schools from the county is a $36.8 million increase, or 7% compared to fiscal year 2022, and $20.5 million in one-time funding. As for Arlington Independent Media, there won't be any increase, but at least no reduction is planned. And now on to our last news story for this week. Silent movie fans may recall some of the thrill pictures of Harold Lloyd, in which he undertook adventures at apparently great heights. One of those images from his 1923 film Safety Last has become iconic. Now in the year 2022, the interim CEO of Arlington Independent Media seems to be out to recapture some of Harold Lloyd's adventurous spirit. Here's the press release. There are no heights interim CEO Whitney Kernodle won't scale, and no dares she won't take to help raise awareness of funds to support AIM's mission. Join us next Friday, May 6th at 1:30 p.m. at the Hilton Crystal City to watch Whitney rappel 14 stories down the side of the building. AIM members and friends are invited to gather in the landing zone to cheer Whitney on, take photos as she goes over the edge, and enjoy music and refreshments at the mobile bar. With this feat, which Whitney won as the top bidder at the Arlington Chamber Gala auction Saturday night, pictured here, she has also set a $2,800 fundraising goal, $200 per floor, to benefit AIM. Whether you can make it to the landing zone or not, please consider supporting Whitney's adventure with a contribution. Together, we can advance AIM's goal to increase access to quality public media for all Arlingtonians. The Hilton is at 2399 Richmond Highway. Please try to get to the landing zone in the lot adjacent to the hotel at 1 p.m. The Crystal City Metro is 2 blocks away. Limited parking is also available at the Hilton. For those who protest that Whitney's attempted feat is just a publicity stunt, we remind them that the feat in the Harold Lloyd movie also began as a publicity stunt. But that does it for the news for this week. Now on to our community bulletin board stories.
Hi, and welcome to CBB. Our first event is called Living History at Fort C.F. Smith. Some reenactors of the Union Army are coming to Arlington and setting up camp at Fort C.F. Smith Park. Here's a chance to join them for a day of living history that will include drilling activities, specialized fort tours, and more. It's a chance to come and learn about Civil War life in Arlington County and beyond, and it's a free event. No registration is required. That's on Wednesday, May 11th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. at Fort C.F. Smith Park, 2411 24th Street North. Next up, several chances to learn how to plan and improve your garden from the experts. Wednesday night garden talks are presented by the Arlington Friends of Urban Agriculture's Plot Against Hunger program and the Master Gardeners of Northern Virginia. All talks are held on the patio next to the demonstration garden unless otherwise indicated. Here's the spring schedule. On May 11th, Grow in Vertical. Explore easy-to-build garden structures that will save garden space, provide healthier plants, and bring higher yields. On May 18th, Balcony, Patio, Grow it there. You can grow many herbs and vegetables in containers and enjoy fresh foods. Come learn how this can work for you. On May 25th, Irrigation and Olives. Learn how to deliver water to the roots where the plant needs it, the most sustainable way to keep your plants hydrated over our long, hot summers. On June 1st, what grows where? Will your vegetables get enough sun? What will grow in lower light? Here's a chance to learn how to select plants for your location. On June 8th, feeding your vegetables. Just like us, veggies need the right kinds of nutrition at the right time. The types and timing of fertilizers will help you achieve maximum productivity. On June 15th, succession and companion planting, keys to success. Understanding when to plant and when to plant again in the same place will also increase your production as the season moves on. Did you know plants have friends that help them thrive? Learn these secrets for happy gardens. On June 22nd, good bugs, bad bugs. Bugs are part of the pattern of nature and thus of growing fresh produce. Learn to recognize insects and encourage beneficials while discouraging the bad guys. On June 29th, Garden Tool Clinic. Simply put, tools that are properly cared for are safer, work better, and last longer. An experienced farmer will share his tips and techniques. This all starts on Wednesday, May 11th from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. in the community garden at Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street. Our next event is a repeat message for art lovers, since this is still happening. Gallery Underground's Focus Gallery in May presents Dancing Diamonds, a solo show by Jean Offutt Lewis. Jean Offutt Lewis's exploration of light on water was inspired after her move to the northern neck of Virginia. There, at a certain time of year, dependent on the Earth's relationship to the sun, dancing diamonds appear. They are single points of light, each a tiny reflection of the sun or the full moon, and they create kinetic light shows atop wind-swept water. Using acrylics, a water-based medium, Ms. Offutt Lewis reduces this natural phenomenon into an interplay of color, line, and circles in a series of abstracted waterscape paintings. The show runs through May 27th, Monday to Friday, from 10 o'clock a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. at Gallery Underground, 2100 Crystal Drive. No registration is needed. Next up, Family Strategy Gaming. The Arlington County Library is inviting kids of all ages and their families to play a variety of fun board games. Library staff will provide a mix of different types of board games so you can play a favorite title or try out something new. Parental participation for this program is highly encouraged. For the current policies on masking, please see the Library Operations Update. You can call 703-228-5946 for more information. That's on Sunday, May 15th from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street. Our final CBB event is a reminder about World Migratory Bird Day. Tiny hummingbirds and fierce osprey are some of the many birds migrating northward in spring. Come learn about these and other fabulous flyers with hands-on activities, games, crafts, bird walks, and more at this bilingual event. No registration is required. That's on Saturday, May 14th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock noon at Lacey Woods Park, 1200 North George Mason Drive. Now it's time for 55 Plus News.
Howdy, and welcome to 55 Plus News. Well, it's time for more 55 Plus walks. Another chance to stay active with friendly walking companions. You'll explore nearby trails and neighborhoods in a safe, socially distant manner. Destinations may be changed or excursions canceled for inclement weather. This time, the listed area is Yorktown. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 913-106-11, and that's on Wednesday, May 11th from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, Springo. Last year's Springo, that's Bingo in Spring, was a 55 plus social event, and it was such a big hit, they're gonna do it again. Enjoy bingo, many laughs, and an opportunity to catch up with friends. Prizes will be awarded. It's sponsored by the Alliance for Arlington Senior Programs. Do bring a chair and wear a mask. For your safety, social distancing protocols will be in place. Space is limited, so make sure you register early. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. For more information, call 703-228-4747 Monday through Friday from 8 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. The actual event is on Wednesday, May 11th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 noon at Lubber Run Park, North Columbus and 2nd Streets. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. They got a rain date of May 13th. Next up, the Aurora Hills Annual Trash and Treasure Sale is back. The general public is invited to this neighborhood rummage sale held at the Aurora Hills 55 Plus Center. There will be household goods, decorative items, small appliances, games, toys, jewelry, luggage, and craft supplies galore. All proceeds benefit Aurora Hills 55 Plus special events and programs. It's sponsored by the Aurora Hills Advisory Committee and the Alliance for Arlington Senior Programs. The donation drop-off is set for Friday, May 13th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. However, no books, clothes, shoes, home electronics, TVs, computers, DVDs, or CDs will be accepted at this time. Not sure why. No registration is required, and this is a drop-in event. The actual event is set for Saturday, May 14th from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Aurora Hills Community Center, 735 18th Street South. Next up, more opera appreciation. For opera lovers and learners, here's a chance to enhance your appreciation of the magnificent art and drama of opera. Volunteer George Jetty will set the stage for each opera, providing the storyline, composer, and other interest in background info. Musical selections from well-known operas will be played, professional commentary will be provided, and group discussion is sure to follow. This time, the featured work is The Tales of Hoffmann by Jacques Offenbach. It's a goodie. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 913-300-07. That's on Wednesday, May 18th from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. at Lubber Run Park, North Columbus and 2nd Streets. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, short story reading and discussion. You know, short stories pack a lot in just a few pages. This is a chance to take turns reading a short story aloud and then discuss it afterwards. The event is facilitated by 55 plus volunteer Bill Turner. This month's story is Bernice Bobs Her Hair by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This program will be offered simultaneously in person and virtually. You can sign up based on your preference. Register online at the Parks and Recreation website. That's on Monday, May 16th from 1 o'clock to 2:30 p.m. at Aurora Hills, 735 18th Street South. The activity number for the live event is 913-300-12. But there is also a virtual session, and that activity number is 913-300-13. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Finally, in 55 plus news, Women Artists in the White House collection. White House historian Sarah Fling will discuss both popular and lesser-known female artists whose work is on display in the White House collection, including Georgia O'Keeffe, Mary Cassatt, and Alma Thomas. She will also spotlight artistic first ladies throughout White House history. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 913-302-06. That's on Thursday, May 12th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. It's a virtual session. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Anyway, that's all I got for 55 plus news.
Now I'd like to say a few words as a form of cross-promotion. We want our listeners and viewers to know about some other fine programs on this same station. For instance, there's Paul McGee's Time Machine, a show that replays authentic broadcasts from the golden age of radio. Paul McGee's Time Machine offers us the real thing. Another fine show is Cam Pippett's All-American Classics. It's basically a classical music program, but it features American composers and proves that Mozart and Beethoven weren't the only ones writing great music. Then there's also Radio Randy's Broadway Bound, featuring all those wonderful hits from the Great White Way. Broadway Bound gives you the true originals. And these are only a few of the programs that our listeners can find on WERA-FM, also streaming online.
And that concludes this week's show. We will be back next week with more news from Arlington. Meanwhile, be careful, be safe, and be well.
For a while there was a rule that said you had to wear a mask. The mandate was an order, they didn't just ask. Some folks want to keep it, but now they can't. Well, the mandate's gone, but the virus ain't. The mandate came to be 'cause the folks was getting sick. Some didn't like it, said it was a trick. Made it hard to breathe, like to make 'em faint. Now the mandate's gone, but the virus ain't. So now it's like a gamble where you get to pick and choose. And if you get the COVID, you just plain lose. And no one's gonna listen to your complaint, 'cause the mandate's gone, but the virus ain't. 'Cause the mandate's gone, but the virus ain't.